everyone, I'm Brigitte Maassen. It's the middle of the fall season, so this time of the year we could enjoy going out for cozy breezes, colored leaves, in the whiff of abundant harvest. But when you are staying home, just enjoy watching Senior Moments. Senior Moments covers events and activities at senior centers in the Ann Arbor, Ypsilanti area, such as the Ann Arbor Senior Center, Turner Senior Research Center, the Pittsfield Senior Center, and the Ann Arbor Community Center. Also, the show provides valuable information for seniors, citizens of such issues as health, wealth, finance, and entertainment. Senior Moments is a monthly show. It premieres on the last Sunday of the month at 5 p.m. and it reruns 10 times a week on CTN Channel 16. Please check out our website, a2gov.org/CTN for the playback schedule. Also, you can watch the show on YouTube. Please log on to youtube.com/CTN Ann Arbor to view current and archived shows. You know, while the fall weather brings you a relaxing time, Senior Moments always brings you relaxation with valuable information. Hello, welcome to Senior Moments. I'm Brigitte Maassen. We are here today with Katie Monkiewicz of the Washtenaw Library for the Blind and Print Disabled at the Ann Arbor District Library. Thank you for coming again.
Yeah.
And we're really happy to have you again here. And again, I probably have to ask you, because a lot of people will see this program the first time. You know, they always like to know something about the guest, you know,
Sure.
where you were born and how you finally get in your position at the library.
Yeah, well, first of all, thank you very much for having me again. It's always great to be here, so I'm really happy to be back. As far as me, let's see, I was born and raised here in Michigan. I'm a Michigander at heart. I love it here. I ended up in Ann Arbor for school. I got my master's degree in social work at the University of Michigan. And after that, I was working in employment services, helping other people get jobs. And I saw this job available at the Ann Arbor District Library, and it seemed like it would be a perfect fit for me. 16 years later, I'm still there,
yes.
so I was right, and very happy to be at the library.
Oh, I'm so glad, you know, we have you here. But also, and maybe, you know, what are your, do you have to have first certain qualifications to be in that position?
Well, yeah, I mean, you have to have some schooling. A lot of people think that we all go to school for library science, but there's lots of different kinds of people that work at the library, so all sorts of different walks of life end up at the library. So there's lots of different ways you could come about it.
Yeah, so you didn't have to take any special training or so when you took the position?
Not when I took the position, but I've had lots of training since
In the
then.
meantime,
Yeah.
well, I know, same with me also, yeah. And then also, do you have to live here in Washtenaw County in order to, you know, use the services of the library?
Well, that's a great question. So we are the Washtenaw Library for the Blind and Print Disabled, administered by the Ann Arbor District Library, but we are part of a national library service for the blind and print disabled.
Okay.
So you can't, if you don't live in Washtenaw County, you wouldn't be served by the Washtenaw Library, but we can find where the library is that would serve you anywhere in the country, including Guam and Puerto Rico. So it's available.
Wow,
everywhere.
you know, okay, that's great to know, you know, so basically you would refer people, you know, and say like, well, also if they don't live here, obviously, you know, that makes sense that you refer them, you know.
We'll just find their library for them and hook them.
Yeah, okay, and I see you brought a lot of devices and to see, you know, which will be very helpful, and I'm very interested because I have friends who have vision problems, some very severe. I have some, mine are not very severe at all. I'm so thankful till now. So maybe you could explain and what they are.
I will, and so it's interesting that you said that because they've got things here for sort of all levels or different abilities, visual disabilities. Just so you know, the service is for people who have visual disabilities, physical disabilities, and learning disabilities. So those are the ways that you qualify for the service. But this is the digital talking book machine, and this plays audiobooks that come on a digital cartridge that looks like this. This is just a USB drive that's encased in plastic that makes it easier to handle.
Yeah.
And this just goes right in the front of the machine. There's only one way to go in.
That's what I was wondering. So, you know, because if you have problems,
can't put it in the wrong way.
Yeah. Okay,
right?
good. Yeah.
And all the buttons are large and tactile, so they're meant for if you can't see well.
Yeah.
But let me just turn it on real quick.
Player on. 5 books.
So you can.
Okay.
You could hear that there's 5 books on this cartridge. Depending on the size of the book, we can sometimes put like 30 books on a cartridge.
God.
So there's lots of storage space. Yeah. So that's a really nice way that people like to listen to the audiobooks. And this comes through the mail. We send these in the mail in a case that looks like this. But there's other options too. So some people can read large print. We have large print books that come from the Ann Arbor District Library's collection.
Can I see what it
Yeah,
looks,
of course.
what large print looks like?
Yeah.
No, I'm curious for myself. Oh, this is wonderful.
Isn't it nice? It's just a little bit easier on
even
the
for
eye.
myself.
Yeah.
So are most books in large prints or not?
Most books are in what we call standard size print, and so this would be a little bit larger than that. And they come in the mail in a reusable cloth bag like this, and you just put it back in when you're done and
maybe
send it back
we
to
should
the library.
show this, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, this is fantastic.
Yeah, it's
no,
great.
I mean, I think I need.
Like sometimes I prefer a large print book because the type of some smaller books is so tiny you can barely read it, and so I will sometimes check out a large
because
print book.
I want to go and get a book because I was just went to some program and I would like to get this, you know, and so I need to find out. Just call up and see
Give
do
us
you
a
have
call,
that book?
and we'll look and see if we can get it in large print. If we don't have it in our collection, sometimes we can get it from a different library in Michigan.
And so all you do is you call and then reserve it. You know, I mean, I live obviously in Ann Arbor, so there's no problem. So
absolutely.
You know, if you call and they ask you where do you live or your address or something, or I mean, so they know, you know, you're in Washtenaw County.
Yeah, there's an application that you need to fill out.
Oh, so you have to come. So you have to first come to the library.
You don't have to come in. It's on our website.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So the
well,
website.
now I forget. Yeah, everything is now on a website. Yes.
WLBPD.aadl.org, and you can find the application there. You fill out the application. There's a little section that's called the Certifying Authority section. You need to have somebody sign that section that is like a doctor, a therapist, a social worker, somebody who knows your disability. And that's all you do. And then, you would just call and reserve the books, or you could reserve them online yourself.
So even if I call, I still have to have some doctor has to sign, because I'm going to the Kellogg Eye Center this afternoon.
Yeah.
So what do I ask for?
So you would just bring our application, and actually, this is changing a little bit. So there's going to be a way to do it online, but you would just give them the application,
so
and they
I
would
can
sign
print it out from online, and then I take it today.
Yes.
Okay. So I need this in order to order the large print.
Well, to get the large print through the mail, you do.
Okay.
Now, if you don't need large print through the mail,
I can go in person.
You can go in person, and you
I
can
don't
get
need
it
the verification from a doctor.
That's
then.
right. Then you could just check it out.
Okay, they're much easier.
Yes.
That's the way I'm going to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. If you don't need the mail service, just come on in.
Yeah, I mean, that would be good for the viewers as well, so, to know, you know, they can go in person.
Yeah, definitely.
But I didn't know you needed to have, you know, this, which makes sense. Yeah, right, especially if you mail things, because those are expensive.
Right.
You
know? It's all mailed free matter for the blind, so it's all free, but it is paid for by the Library of Congress, so there is money behind it, you know, so that's fine.
No, money has to come from somewhere.
Of course.
Yeah, you have to be, you know, obviously, that makes sense, yeah. Okay, no, that's good to know, because because I love the large print,
Let me just tell you about the last thing that I have here, and
good.
this is an iPad, but on the iPad, I have our app.
Just like
it
the
looks
one,
looks just like the player.
Yes.
And this is the Braille and Audio Reading Download app, and that's
that seems to be new, yeah. I haven't
it's
seen
on
that.
the newer side, but it is wonderful. It is a very quick, easy, free way for you to get audiobooks. And you can just put them right on your phone. The app is available for iOS or Android.
Yeah.
It's immediate. There's no waiting. They're commercial audiobooks, so you're listening to the same thing that you would be listening to if you used a service like Audible or Libby. It's the same books, except it's free. There's no waiting, and I just love the app.
Okay.
Anybody
Because I know,
use it.
you know, you did not have this the last time. I think that must be
It's
fairly
possible
new.
that I didn't show it to you. It's been around for longer than that, but I may have skipped that part last time.
Okay. No. I mean, can you show it again? So,
Yeah.
So,
So the interface looks just like the buttons on the digital player, and you would just play it, and it's very quiet right now.
Yeah,
Sorry
right.
about that, but you get the idea.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, you know, we are so lucky. All the devices we have. When you look back, like say, 30 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And you know.
We were using cassettes back then.
Right. Not only that, and also all the different devices you have, and they're so helpful, and I think that gives such more richer life to people who have disabilities.
Absolutely.
You know, and it's, you know, I think this is absolutely fantastic.
Well, thank
and
you.
You know, I'm so glad we have the resources here.
Yes.
You know.
Well, our motto is that all may read. So we really want to bring reading to everybody, no matter what your abilities are. So
yeah. Oh, great. I just, you know, hope that maybe you have some other, you know, advice or some ideas you can bring, or, you know, tell us about, or something, you know, you didn't bring, or something might be in the future available. So.
Well, something I wanted to tell you about that people might not know that's pretty new at the library is that all of the Ann Arbor District Library branch locations, we have closed circuit TV magnifiers. So they are magnifiers where you lay something down on the table in front of you, maybe a book, magazine, something like that, and it magnifies it onto a large monitor in front of you, like a large screen monitor. And so we have those at all branch locations for anybody to use. So come on in and use those. The downtown Ann Arbor District Library has an assistive technology lab on the second floor where we've got computers with large screens. They've got large type keyboards. There's a scanner. There's speech-to-text software.
Yeah.
So we want people to feel free to come on in and use those at the library.
But this is only at the main library, yeah?
That one is the assistive technology lab, but we've got those magnifiers at all the branches.
All the branches.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
excited about
so
that.
that's something very, very new,
Yeah,
you know, and very helpful.
And people are really loving them. They're getting a lot of use, so it's great.
And it seems like people are having more problem with vision too. You know, that's what I have found out with a lot of my friends. You know, and even, you know, younger people as well.
Yep.
You know, and I'm so, you know, happy and we're so grateful that all those, you know, the possibility and advice, you know, you have available.
Yeah, well, we're happy to help. So
and it probably must be
contact us.
very satisfying to know that you can enrich somebody's life and
very
makes it
satisfying.
more, you know, livable. You
Yeah.
know, you feel like, because otherwise you feel so isolated. In this way, it opens up, you know, so much.
Yeah.
And I find that fantastic, you know.
thanks.
And I'm just wondering if we forgot to ask something else. And then, do you want to maybe share like the information on the website for people?
Yeah.
And maybe you can say, you know, tell, you know, and so they can look it up.
Yep, so our website is wlbpd.aadl.org. Feel free to check that out. There's lots of information available, but you can also email us at wlbpd@aadl.org or give us a call, 734
that's probably the easiest.
327-4224.
Yeah.
And you call, ask any questions that you might have. We're happy to help.
Oh, I think that's usually the easiest probably sometimes, you know,
Probably.
especially for the older people, you know, meaning me as well, you know. Is there anything you would like to talk about the library in you know, in general?
Well, in general, I would encourage folks to check out our website, aadl.org, especially the events page. Check out what we've got coming up. Lots of really cool events happening at the library. I'll put in a little plug for one I've got coming way down the pike.
Well, we like to know. Yeah, right.
So in June every year we have Visions. It's our technology and vendor fair for people with visual and physical disabilities, and it's a wonderful event We have usually over 20 vendors that come. We have speakers throughout the day. And we just really invite everybody to come and be part of that community that day. It's really fun.
So when you say vendors, so they sell certain devices or equipment, or what are they?
Some people do. So there's some people who are there who are selling equipment. And then there are some people there that are talking about the services that they provide for folks too. So like Kellogg Eye Center comes every year, and they have a table. But then we also have like Leader Dogs for the Blind come, and they've got a table. So it's always a really fun, diverse event.
And that's in June?
Yes, first week of June.
Okay, and what else is maybe coming up till the end of the year?
Well, there's lots of stuff. I couldn't begin to start listing them without looking at the website myself. But I do know that we've got some stuff coming up that we're talking about AI, artificial intelligence. So we've got some conversations coming up about that. And so that's something that this population is often interested in. So maybe your viewers would like to check out some of those conversations. It looks like
I would too.
They're really interesting.
Right, yeah. Oh, wonderful. And I just wonder if there's something you already showed us how to use the devices, and then also is there anything else, maybe we didn't cover, and I think we pretty much, or do you have any idea, maybe we forgot something?
I do have one more thing that I think I can share with you.
Oh, so no, that's great.
One of the things that we have at the Ann Arbor District Library is a tools collection. So there's tools that you might not think of that you can check out from the library, like we have guitars and large yard games, we have puzzles, we have all sorts of different things. Again, I can't possibly list them all, but we have some of them that are accessibility tools. So we've got like a text-to-speech reader pen that you can check out, or we've got a Braille typewriter. We have glasses that are meant for people with color blindness to help them see. So these are some unusual things that you can check out from the library.
This I didn't know. I mean, and this is really, so when you go, do you have to leave like some security? Because I would assume those are expensive devices.
Sure. Well, you do have to check them out with your library card, so we know that you've got it.
Yeah, okay.
So that's about it.
Oh, okay, that's all you need.
Yeah.
You didn't need to
Just need a
deposit
library
anything, and so, oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
I mean,
really cool.
I'm glad that we, I can probably check out and at least let people know.
Definitely.
Because I know of two people who, who would really use, and actually it's almost like ironic because she used to work for the graduate library.
Oh, okay.
And she was a research person, and she has really very, I just wonder if she is aware of all the devices.
Yeah, you should tell her now that you know.
No, definitely, because it,
sure.
so I can even tell and help other people.
Definitely.
And I mean,
we love that.
You are, you're wonderful that you always come and probably it's good to come always, because there are always new things, new devices.
Definitely.
And well, yes, with everything else, constantly it's changing.
We do have some new stuff coming up, so I'd love to come back next year if you'd have me. It's great to be here.
Yeah, we're going to ask, that we have you come again.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah,
cool.
Because I enjoy that, and thank you again for, coming and, taking the time to come from your work, and talk to us, and thank you so much.
Oh,
I'm
you're
so
very
glad,
welcome.
To meet you again, it was a pleasure.
It's always great to be here.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It was wonderful. And I learned a lot myself.
Good. That's
Very
great.
good. Thank you again.
You're welcome.
Thank you for joining us on Senior Moments. I'm Brigitte Marsden. Please enjoy the fall weather.